In almost every classroom, there are those kids that simply cannot sit still. But rather than dealing with them as distractions, what if teachers considered their behavior as evidence that the child's learning modality was not being met? It is important to understand that not all children learn the same way. Standard pedagogy commonly recognizes three learning styles: visual, auditory, and kinesthetic. Visual learners crave pictures, charts, or demonstrations to connect with the lessons, while the auditory learner requires explanations and lectures. But how to reach the kinesthetic learners? And that brings us back to those fidgety, noisy, and sometimes frustrating students. During the 2012-13 school year at Fair Acres Elementary, Dr. Deborah Knapp, Director of Dance for the New Mexico State University's Department of Kinesiology and Dance, piloted a program designed to introduce methods in learning kinesthetically, or MILK. That year, Dr. Knapp and her team went into a classroom intent on improving the reading comprehension and fluency of 15 third graders through movement. By year's end, 14 of the 15 had moved up a grade reading level, and the teacher reported more collaborative learning, more student engagement, and long-term comprehension with fewer behavior issues and less test stress. Over the next 2 years, the MILK program was expanded. This year, all of Fair Acres' third grade classes have integrated movement into their classes. Strategies like sign language, body writing, or interpretive movement, to name a few, have kids up and learning. Teachers have bought in and now recognize the benefits.
They feel more comfortable with sharing. It's given them a lot of self-esteem and confidence. They don't feel like so scared of the third graders because they're like, hey, I can teach them this now too. So they're really engaged, and I can find really good ways to put them in charge of ELA groups that we do. I think that MILK really helps, especially in vocabulary and spelling development, and understanding. So it's great.
Students not only enjoy the activities, but learn from them as well.
Before a test and we had read our story, I act out the movements to remember the sequence of events. So it helps me out with my learning.
The dream for the future would be a kinesthetic teaching specialist at every elementary school. Experts who could help all teachers incorporate these successful strategies into their classrooms, thus ensuring we are doing our best to engage each and every child.
Whenever my mind forgets, my body remembers.